Welcome to part 2 of our Easter Monday ride out. My name is Laura and together with my husband we're the Shaftos, and this is Travels with my husband. So in part 1 we rode up to Hunstanton on this really busy bank holiday Monday. And as seen in the previous video, it was absolutely heaving up here. It's a glorious day. Lots and lots of people around. So we had our hot dog and we had a drink and a little look around, and now we are heading back along the coast road toward Cromer. It's such a lovely feeling in April to be lucky enough to be by the sea in such warm weather. The lighthouse there, Hunstanton, overlooking the cliffs. And then we're just heading through Old Hunstanton on the coast road. Another lovely village, lots of pubs. Also a couple of really lovely hotels. This coast road is a favourite of ours. It's one that we do on a very regular basis when we're just staying local. The scenery is stunning and it never ever gets boring for us. We go in either direction. We came part way along it yesterday, and today we are going back in the direction of Cromer. So we'll pass through a lot of the same villages that we did yesterday, but in the opposite direction. And we always say that even though it's the same road, it feels completely different when you're going the opposite way. Open fields, the sea out to the left, gorgeous little hamlets, ponds, beautiful houses. This is such a lovely place here. We always think it'd be nice just to stop. There's a couple of little benches, but we've never got a drink or a flask or anything to actually enjoy it properly. I think it'd be lovely to have a pub there as well. I expect at some point in time there probably was. Got a boatyard here. And we're heading towards Wells. On the left is Brancaster White Horse, famous for its seafood dishes. And there's always so many cars parked outside. You have to book a long time in advance to get a table there. The ride from Hunstanton to Cromer takes just about an hour, maybe slightly longer. Really just depends on the traffic. On the right hand side is Holcombe Hall again. We went past there yesterday and we turned off directly after it to go to Burnham Market. That's the deer park that you can see over the wall, and the Victoria pub and the little village there. And then to the left hand side is just the open views out toward the sea. We're back in Wells, and that's the little fishing town with the very busy fish and chip shop. Now, if you look to the right hand side now, you can see what I mean about the queues. It let me down yesterday because there wasn't anyone, but this is queue just for people to get fish and chips. I don't understand it. They just must be outstandingly good, because I would never queue that long for fish and chips. On the right, the house shaped like a boat. It's just so quirky. I love it. It's so cute. I'm showing you it again just so you don't miss it. There you go. And one last time. Lots of wildlife sanctuaries along this road, specifically for birds. They're very much attracted to the wetlands of Norfolk. And as we wind along these roads, that sense of freedom, that sense of just not having a care in the world, enjoying time together, and enjoying in real time everything around us. I don't think that there is a better way to feel so alive as there is on the back of the motorbike. Back at Old Hall in Stiffkey, an amazing turreted property just there on the right over the wall. I'm so fascinated by this place, I had to do some research on it. I think it's amazing. This road is great, it's windy, with straight bits, the streams, the water, the sea. There's trees, there's fields. It's just a really interesting road to come along. And probably quite technical if you're riding the bike as well. There's always a lot of bikers on this stretch of road. More churches. One day I might just do a video on the churches we see over the weekend. I think there'd be a lot of footage. Coming back into the village of Cley, again, lots of little pubs, restaurants, tea rooms, but always quite busy to park. It's lovely to see the Dun Cow full of people in the garden. It's been a long time since we've seen that. All through the winter there's just been nobody. This little stretch is lovely. There's some ponds and things, and there's often a lot of swans, and today there was some people stood just here right next to the swans, and I was quite concerned about the children. They can be quite vicious, I think, can't they? But they didn't seem to care. Some of my favourite houses along this road. They're outstanding. And what a beautiful place to live, just looking out to sea. The views, the peacefulness. Apart from all the motorbikes roaring by, of course. The road continues to wind on as we head towards and get a bit closer to Sheringham. Again, Sheringham, another lovely market town, and it was very busy today with being Bank Holiday Monday, lots of people out and about enjoying this lovely weather. The circus was in town, and we had a little bit of a debate because my husband said that we saw it yesterday, but I had to remind him that we didn't actually come along this bit yesterday, so we hadn't seen it at all. Coming out of Sheringham, we head through Overstrand. Again, lots of beautiful views, lots of people out and about enjoying the day. You need to watch the speed limits along this road. A lot of it is 20 mile an hour now, and then a lot of it is 60 miles an hour, so you really do have to keep your eye on that. We arrive at our next stop, which is the Blue Café, just outside of Cromer. It's a place where a lot of bikers go. As you can see on the right hand side there was a lot of BMW bikes there. So we dismount and go and get a nice latte. We had a lovely chat with a gentleman who used to be a biker. He must have been in his late 70s, early 80s. And my husband was sat chatting to him for a considerable time about all different types of motorbikes, and it must be really nice for him to be able to come and relive some of that and talk to people like-minded to him with similar interests. He said that he couldn't quite walk down as far as the pub because he just had his knee replaced, so he was glad to have a chat. He's just sat in the corner there as we pull away. So it's back on the bike and we head back down toward Cromer and continue on our journey. The Cliftonville Hotel on the right hand side there, I would imagine it was a very majestic property back in its day. Back through the seaside town of Cromer, again, classic fish and chips, pubs, cafes, and then out towards Mundesley. Again, I think that Mundesley would have been a very majestic place many years ago. It was a holiday destination for many wealthier person. Sadly, it does look a little bit run down of recent years. We continue heading out in the direction of Yarmouth through Bacton and out towards Walcott, which is a beautiful beach. It's always really quiet. You can watch paddle boarders. You can just take in the peace and tranquility of it all there. We often stop at Walcott because it has a ice cream van and it's always really, really easy to park. So my husband enjoys that. This coastal road is just such a joy to ride because you see so many different little towns along the way and the views just don't stop. On a day like today, you can just see for miles. There's so many places to stop along the way, lots of little car parks and things. You can always grab a coffee. You've got a lot of options. There is definitely something about being next to the sea. And the thing is, on this road, you just have miles of it. You can ride from Hunstanton right the way down to Yarmouth, and you're never more than a few sort of metres from the sea. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe to join us on more adventures this summer.